Hey guys, welcome back. As I'm sure you can tell based on where I am in my room and the title of this video, we're going to be doing a vlog, but not just any vlog. This is going to be a reading vlog, which I'm so excited to do. I love watching reading vlogs, they're so much fun, and I've been really wanting to make one, but it's no secret, I'm in a reading slump. The last book I read was like back in January and like mid-January at best, so it's been a hot minute. And the book was amazing. It was What Stalks the Night by T. Kingfisher, which so good. The Sworn Soldier series that book is a part of is so good. If you haven't read it, go read it. Honestly, it is amazing. It is so fun. It is a quick read. And if you're in a reading slump, that series will probably fix it. I unfortunately have read all of them, so we're going a different route. I am actually going to do a reading vlog to get me out of my reading slump. And I think it'll work because doing a vlog really helped my writing back when I did the Write With Me vlog thing. So why not try it? I think it'll be great. And without further ado, let's like meet the books that I'm going to be reading. The very first one you guys know because it's been on my channel a lot. It's The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. I'm so embarrassed that I haven't finished this, but that changes today. This book, in case you're not familiar with it, follows two main characters, Luca and Terrain. Terrain is a child soldier who was kidnapped and like molded to be a weapon, a pawn really, for the Empire. And Luca is currently the princess, but is next in line to be queen and is currently trying to figure out how to hold on to her power while also being benevolent or kind. Ruler kind of thing. And through circumstance, these two characters meet and they end up working together and navigating through a really political, tumultuous time. Both of these characters have their own perspectives and experiences and goals in mind, and sometimes they're at a head and sometimes they go together. So it's been really interesting reading this, and it has everything I could possibly want. It has lesbians, a lot of queer rep in this. It has disability rep, it has political intrigue, it has sword fights, it has everything, but for some reason I've been struggling. But like I said, no time like the present. I am about a little less than halfway. I'm on page 173. And I have, let's see, 486 pages total. We're finishing this. And I'm sure, honestly, by the end of it, I'm gonna want to be reading the next book. I know it. The next book you've also seen before, because I got it in my last vlog. And this is Inamorta by Ava Reed. And I know nothing about this book. I don't know anything. I know that there's necromancy. So therefore there's a magic system. I know that it's gothic. I know that there's queer rep. I know that it's dark and has elements of a Shakespearean tragedy. That is what I know about this. And let me just read you the back because I think that'll really explain why I really want to read it. Love, which was more dangerous than the sharpest blade and sweeter than the last fig on the branch. Let me taste it, she thought. Let me cut myself on it. Like, are you kidding me? I love Ava Reed. I went on a little mini rant about how much I love Ava Reed in my last vlog, so I'll spare you today, right now. I will probably go on that rant again later, but I am so excited to read this, and of course, it's a beautiful copy. But this is the second book on the docket, and then the last one is actually my buddy read, and it is, oops, there we go. Why is it not full screen? There we go. Small little text situation. Okay, Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. I have read the entirety of the Legacy of God books, which I absolutely loved, and this character is referenced in the other ones. If you're familiar with the series, this is Vaughn, I believe, and this is a dark queer romance, which I love, so I'm very excited to read this. I also have it on audiobook so that I can do other things while I enjoy this book. I also have a few other books throughout my room and also on my Kindle in case none of these books spark joy, because we're getting out of this reading slump. We have to. There's no choice. But yeah, I'm so excited to do this, and I'm excited that you're here with me. So I'm gonna get some tea, and we're gonna get started on The Unbroken. And I'll be back to share my thoughts today, hopefully today. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so quick update. Things have started picking up in Unbroken, and it's so good. We just got the big reveal about the Jackal and more about her lore. I won't spoil anything, but I'm just it's so good right now. And Terrain and Luca's relationship is taking on like another level, which I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with both of them, and I'm so excited to keep reading. That being said, I do have plans to go get some ice cream with some friends, so I'll be taking a small break and then I'll come back. I do have writing to do, so I'll probably do that for a little bit before getting back into some reading, but I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so long time no talk. As you can see, I've had a pretty busy day, a busy 24 hours. One, I did not get ice cream, but I did buy books. I bought two. I bought The Devil She Knows and Manhunt, and if you know me at all, these two books pretty much summarize the kind of books I like to read. We have this sapphic romance, which follows two characters, Samantha and Daphne who is a devil, and Samantha who is a person just struggling in the world, and they end up striking a deal, and throughout that process, feelings happen, start to occur, which makes this a pretty fun read. And then we have this horror novel called Manhunt, and let me just read you this. Beth and Fran spend their days traveling the ravaged New England coast, hunting feral men and harvesting their organs. I'm sold. I need to read this. So I'm excited about this, and I finished it. I finally finished this book. And seeing as it took me the whole weekend to finish this reading vlog will be taking on more days. It's just going to happen. Mostly because I still feel like I'm in a slump, even though I finished one book. I kind of just need to get back into the zone and just feel inspired to read again still. So this reading vlog is going to continue. But first, my thoughts on this book. I'm going to start with my critiques kind of. So one of the things I really struggled with is the pacing of this book. I feel like it just took me so long to get into, despite the world being interesting, despite the premise being super just something that I know that I would genuinely just like to read about. Like, it deals with empire and colonization, the social, emotional, and political impacts of it on everybody involved and what that means. And it doesn't shy away from the atrocities that come with those things. And it was a really refreshing take on this whole thing, and it explored these things with a lot of compassion, a lot of nuance, but again, without shying away from like the realities of it, which makes this just an incredible book in general. But the slow pace for me just made it so hard to get into. It wasn't really until the last 250 pages that things were just happening, and they were happening every chapter on every page. And I don't know, I feel like if you're someone who needs a faster paced book, I can see people maybe not finishing it just because the pace doesn't feel... It's slow, but also even when it ramps up in the beginning, it slows down again. Yeah. And I will say, I know that there's more books in this series, so that might be the reason. The ending just didn't feel deserved to me. It felt rushed, but I'm gonna chalk that up to just it being part of a series. And I'm excited to see where this world goes, and I will be picking up the next book because I did rate this 4 stars. So I still highly recommend this book, especially if you're into like high fantasy. Now that I'm done, however, I have obviously more reading plans. So tonight I think I'm going to start Hunt the Villain, and this is a little character art that comes in the Kindle version of it. I always have to read at least the first chapter before I jump into the audiobook. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I always have to, at least the first chapter. So I'll be reading that, and I'll be alternating it with either Inamorta or... I'm sure you guessed it, or The Devil She Knows. This just seems like such a fun book, and this feels like such an interesting book. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose, so I'll probably read a chapter of both and then decide. And then we'll see which one I pick. I feel like it's going to be this because it's shorter and it just feels fun, and I feel like I can finish this faster and then get into like the heavy duty book here, but we'll see. I don't know what I'll pick. And it's like around evening time, it's like 7 p.m, so I still have a good chunk of my evening to read, which I'm really excited about. And once I put the audiobook on, I can also do other things like journal and maybe scrapbook a bit, or I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll just like make some tea and get cozy while I listen to the audiobook, do my skincare, all of that fun stuff. Anyways, that's kind of where I'm at today. Today has just been great. I've really enjoyed just like reading for pretty much the whole day, going to the coffee shop, starting the day off with Pilates. It was just like, all in all, a really, really good Sunday. And tomorrow's Monday, which sucks. I won't be able to read nearly as much. At least that's why I have the audiobook. I will be able to like listen to the audiobook while I work, so I'm sure I'll have thoughts for you. And then after work, I can read these too. But yeah, I'm excited to see where the rest of this reading vlog goes, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! Okay, so based on my reactions, so as you saw with this one, Inamorta, definitely a little bit more gruesome. The book starts off with like a death, and it goes straight into kind of like death rites that this one house has, and it's gruesome, it's intense, but so interesting, and it definitely has like my attention. And then we have this one, which is what's it called? The Devil She Knows. The very beginning it starts off with a proposal gone wrong. So the book wasn't kidding, the back wasn't kidding when it said that Samantha was having a day from hell. And I'm already so invested, and I think after reading such a heavy like fantasy book, I think I might read this in addition to the dark romance, Hunt the Villain by Rena Cat. I think these two will pair well together, so I think we're gonna do this one. I'm excited. It is time for a reading update, and first we're going to talk about The Devil She Knows. This book is so fun. I think I made the right call choosing this instead of Inamorta just because I feel like this was an easier book to jump into. Mostly because in the first page, she's getting rejected by the long-term partner after she proposes in public. So you're literally dropped into it, and within the second chapter she's already met the demon, and we find out a little bit about her, and there's some drops of lore about her story that I think we'll find out later in the book, and it's just been so fun. I really like this, and I'm around 70 pages in, and I'm obsessed. And then the audiobook, or the ebook I'm reading, Hunt the Villain, has been interesting so far. I think it starts off, I was a little bit disoriented when I first started reading it, but it might be because I was reading about demons and soul contracts and messy queer women, which I love. But I will say, after a couple chapters, I really fell into the story. It starts off with like a flashback of one of Vaughn's first experiences with Julian, and right now I just got to the part where they meet again as like adults, which I'm so excited about. I actually really like Julian. I think he might be one of my favorite Rena Kent characters. He reminds me a lot of my favorite character from Rena Kent's universe, which is Nico, from God of Fury, if you've read that. But I'm having a great time. I feel like reading about two mafia crime lord bosses' sons, there we go, I figured that out, falling in love, and then reading about demons and queer women falling in love. It's just been great. I'm having a great time. Like, this is such a good combination, and I've been having so much fun, and I'm just so happy that I get to read again because I haven't really read in so long, and I'm just having like the best time. Hey guys, so as you can probably tell, I am cozy in bed right now. I have my blanket, my sleepy time tea, and this amazing mug, which, yes, this is a Minion mug. It is. It was a gift from my sister-in-law, and it's one of my favorite things ever. I have one book here, my Kindle set up there, headphones somewhere, and I'm gonna put ambiance on my TV, so I am pretty much set to have like an amazing cozy evening in, and I am so happy about it. I am having so much fun with this book. If you've read the Bright Falls trilogy, I think you'll really like this. It has a really similar feel with like the banter and like the ridiculous scenarios that these characters find themselves in, the like tension, the just overall vibe really feels like Bright Falls in like the best way, but there's this added twist with like the demon, of course, the demon, that's just so fun. In this book, I don't know if I mentioned before, the main character gets granted 6 wishes, and she just got granted her first wish, and when I tell you, from beginning to end, I didn't know how it was gonna play. I didn't know what the twist was going to be, because of course it was gonna go wrong. Of course it was. But I was just not prepared for how it ended. I think I put a clip of it like before this, so you'll see. And if you don't want spoilers, I'll tag it in like the description so you can skip over if you want. Oh, my pen is falling out, which is also my bookmark, so I can't lose that. But yes, this book, so good. I'm having so much fun. I haven't read much more of Hunt the Villain, but I am hoping to finish one of these books by like tomorrow or sometime tomorrow, because I really want to read Inamorta. I haven't been able to stop thinking about the first chapter, and I think Unbroken left me with like a desire to like just read more fantasy. So my goal is to finish one of these two and jump into that, and I think that'll be the last book that I'll do for this reading vlog. But I'm just having the time of my life right now. This is amazing. But yeah, I am all set to have a great night. I'm gonna do some light journaling before going to bed, maybe pull cards, maybe not, we'll see. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and I don't know, good night, see ya. I don't know, I never know how to end these. One day I'll get it right. Today's not that day, so I guess I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Bye. guys. So, one, I just got back from ballet, which is why I look like this. And I also didn't get any footage while I was there because I was running late there and I was running late on my way back. Anyways, lots of rushing. This is all to say, I did finish The Devil She Knows, and I don't have like a lot of thoughts to share other than the fact that I loved this book. I pretty much sat down yesterday after we last talked and just read the whole thing. I finished it last night. And it was so good. It's funny and pithy and unique, but also like kind of cheesy and like, I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. I think if you're looking for like an easy read, something fun with romance and like lots of humor, then this is definitely the book for you. I had so much fun reading it. I actually gave it 5 stars because I was just so into the book. And that's usually how I rate things. If I'm that invested, it's automatic 5 stars. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the best book ever, but if it holds my attention and it keeps me invested, it's 5 stars. 4 stars for like books that are good but maybe didn't hold my attention as well. 3 is like, okay. 2 is like, oh no. 1, I very rarely give 1 star reviews, but if I do, it's usually like, this sucked, and also maybe the author is problematic. Is usually the only times I'll give like 1 star ratings. Anyways, this is all to say, again, this book is so good. I highly recommend it. And as you guys probably could tell, I've been listening to the audiobook for Hunt the Villain, and I'm having a great time. So much drama. I won't give any spoilers, but it's just so insane. These boys are going to be the death of me, I think. I will say this does feel really similar to God of Fury. Like, the trope feels very similar. And I don't hate it. I think if you're someone who wants to read something and maybe you haven't read other like Rena Kemp books and like you're just kind of wanting like the experience, this is a great book to read. But if you're like looking for something new every time you read a book and you've read other Rena Kemp's books, this really does feel a lot like God of Fury. But I loved God of Fury. And if you're like me, sometimes you just want to keep going back to the things that you like. So I am having a great time, and I'm gonna start inamorta after I get changed and like freshen up and continue my day. So I will talk to you guys later. So, another quick update. It started to rain, which just makes this the perfect day to keep reading. I got to around the second meeting with Vaughn and Julian, who are the main characters for Hunt the Villain, and I'm just loving it. The tension, the storyline, it's all insane and ridiculous, and I love it. I'm loving every second of it. I will be taking a break from this shortly so that I can start inamorta again. I think the vibes with the rain and everything will just be perfect. Guys, so I just got home from work and changed out of my office clothes because I want to be comfortable. So I listened to the entire audiobook for Hunt the Villain, or not the entire audiobook, I have like 8 chapters left, and I am having a great time. If you've read Rena Kent's books, then you're probably kind of familiar with the formula her books follow, and you know what, I'm not complaining. I like the formula. I enjoy reading it. I like knowing like having an idea of what's going to happen but not knowing how it's going to be executed. And let me tell you, I was still kind of surprised. I still enjoyed the twists and turns. I genuinely really liked it. I'm almost done, and I'm kind of sad because I'm having so much fun with this. This book is, I think, has like a touch more angst than The Devil She Knows. I feel like The Devil She Knows was a little bit more light in tone, at least like overall, and this is definitely dark. It is a dark romance, so that tracks for sure. But this is all to say, the book is great. I definitely think I'm going to be rating it between 4 or 5 stars. And I will let you know what I think when I actually finish it, which will be soon. I'm just going to do some laundry, listen to the audiobook, and kind of chill, and then start packing. Hey guys, so we have made it to the end of the vlog, and I'm so happy to report I am out of my reading slump. I have made it. I am happy. I have a flight tomorrow, so I will be filling up my Kindle with all the books that I want to read. I'm so excited. And I had so much fun filming this. I send voice notes to my friends like all the time when I was reading prior to this. So this kind of felt like that, so I will be doing it again. And yeah, I do have bad news though. I will not be finishing this book. And before you're like, but you're so excited, I still am. I'll be finishing this when I'm back. As you can tell, I have the whole book left. I have a flight tomorrow. I have things to pack and do. There's just no way that I'm gonna finish this. So I will be saving this for the next vlog that I do when I'm back. But yeah, quick little summary, because now I know what it's about. Follows Agnes, who's trying to enact her grandmother's revenge against the royal family that essentially took over this island that discovered how to cure death, which of course led to revenants and zombies, and there's a lot of stuff here. And there is a love triangle, and let me tell you, it's not going to be like any other love triangle you've ever read. It's definitely not like any I've ever read. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect from it. All I know is that I was shocked. I'm surprised. I have no idea what to expect from this book, but I am definitely interested. And Ava reads prose. She never gets old. I love the way that she writes, so I'm excited to finish this later. And now we're gonna jump back into before, just a quick recap. I read The Unbroken. This got 4 stars. Upon further reflection, I did get to kind of think about things a little bit more. Luca and Terrain, love them. And I loved them together. Their relationship was beautiful. I enjoyed reading it. My main issue with this book was the pacing. It wasn't just slow, it was uneven. It dipped a lot and then went up and then dipped, and I think that's why things felt so undeserved in the end. And I think that's the reason I gave it 4 instead of 5 stars. That being said, like I said before, I am so excited for the second book, but yes, great book, loved it, wish the pacing was better. And now to the star of this vlog, I think, The Devil She Knows. I love this book. I love this book so much. In fact, if you're watching this vlog, go read it. Go read it and then share your thoughts in the comments, because this book was amazing. I had so much fun. It's silly, it's rompy, it's like ridiculous, but cheesy and romantic, and just like everything you'd want in a rom-com in book form. And the fact that it was like a sapphic love story is even better, because I don't always get to read things that center people who are queer like me. And when I do get to find stuff that does, you know, share representation and does it in a really great way, it's just fun. And then of course we have the final book that I read for this vlog, or that I finished. Hold on, we're getting the cover. And that is Hunt the Villain. Okay. This book is the one that I buddy read with my friend, so I sent her a lot of voice notes with my thoughts and feelings, and we recapped about it last night. But this book is so fun. Like I said before, this book definitely has a lot of similarities to other Rena Kemp books, especially if you've read Legacy of Gods. it follows the same structure, but even within that structure, I feel like Rina Kent does a really great job of just having fun with this. Like, it's genuinely such a fun read, and it made packing last night so much more bearable. I was laughing, I was freaking out at a certain point. I cannot tell you how much I love Julian and Vaughn. No one tops Nico from God of Fury though. He's still number one, but he might come in second. So I ended up giving this one 4.75 stars. The only reason I didn't give it a full 5 was just because I did feel like some of the similarities between some of the characters and her past characters were a little bit too apparent for me. Even though I enjoyed that aspect, there were parts of me that, like, I just found myself drawing parallels, and it took me out of the reading experience just a little. But again, great book, so much fun. If you haven't read this and you're into like dark romance, dark romance, highly recommend. You don't need to read anything else in the series. It's perfectly great to read on its own. But yeah, so now what I get to do is try to edit this so that you guys can have this on Monday and pick my books for my flight, which is so exciting. And yes, I will be taking you guys with me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, and as usual, take care of yourself, drink some water, and also do something nice for yourself because you deserve it. And I'll see you later. Bye!